If you're looking for to see what your tyre pressure is, most cars have probably now got sensors. And here my front tyres are 42 on the left, 41 on the right in front, PSI, and at the back 37, 38. And in my opinion, most of yours should be on the high side to whatever your high side is you're recommended, which you can usually find on the door frame of the driver's car. That'll tell you. Nowadays they go by KPA in Britain and Europe, probably everywhere apart from America. America's probably still using PSI. You know, it's like kilometres and miles, it's that sort of thing, metric or whatever. But so I'll probably give it in KPA. I'm going for the Eco, and mine's it was 40 at the front and 35 at the back. But it makes some difference in saving fuel, because usually when I'm at 70 I'm about 3.2. This is my revs per minute or whatever. Yeah, 3,000 revs per minute. I'm usually around about. Usually I'm about 3.2, but since I noticed that my tyres were down at about 35 at the front, 32 at the back. So I'm a bit over the high side now. I should have been about 40 at the front, 35 at the back. But I think my revs are down to about 3,000 now, I reckon, when I'm about 70. Depending on the road, you know, you've got to know a road that you've got to know a road so you can get an idea. So, say if it was usually 3.2, 3.3, and now I'm at 3, you know, that's 10% of a saving in fuel, you know. And I find being on the high side for the car tyres is better, because everything to me feels better. People say it's meant to feel harder over bumps and stuff, but I find it the opposite. I find it handles better, it rolls better, you know. I can really notice a difference, you know. Sometimes if you're rolling to a traffic light, I can really notice a difference in that. So, yeah, if you want to know your tyre pressure, you can probably see it in the car. And what I'm doing here is, if you've got a good air compressor or whatever, it'll probably have a pressure gauge on it. But mine's is a very cheap compressor, so I don't even trust the gauge. And what I do is I keep the engine running and keep this set at tyre pressure so I can follow it, you know. But so I have to keep the engine running, which is unfortunate. But yeah, you know. And also with compressors, you know, I think everyone should get a wireless one at least, and also one that you connect to your cigarette socket. But also take a foot pump with yours, or a manual pump as well, just in case you ever need it, you know, because at that moment will come when you need it. Or maybe your electrics isn't working or something, or, you know, that sort of thing. So that's the things, that's my thoughts on tyre pressure on cars. I think you should put them on the high side. Probably they'll call it Eco if you're looking at. If you want to see your recommended tyre pressures, they're probably in the door frame of the driver's side of the car, probably in KPA. But then you can just put it into Google or AI and just get it to PSI or whatever. And so thus finishes. I reckon, yeah, I could maybe save a bit. I'm saving about 10% here, going when I was at 35, 32. Now I'm at 42, 37. And another thing I meant to say was, in the winter, in the summer your tyres pressure seems to expand. So in winter, even though in the summer you maybe had it at 40 and 35, as winter creeps in, it'll probably go down. I don't know whether cold air makes the air pressure go down. You know, maybe it makes it smaller or whatever. But that's what I find anyway. So in the winter they need to blow up, and if I left this to the summer, it would probably go up to about 45, 40 or something, you know. It would just expand, the air would expand because of the heat. Although that's what I think anyway. So I just wanted to point that out about tyre pressure. You can find that in your car and that. Goodbye.